I want to continue Miitopia, but I also want to start another game because I'm kind of excited for Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which is coming out very soon. That's Mega Man 7 through 10. Mainly for 9 and 10 because this is going to be like the first time since the console releases about a decade ago that they're actually coming to PC. So that's actually kind of really cool because I've been surprised that Capcom hasn't ported them to PC up till now, and it's like why didn't you do that sooner? Unfortunately, it's not coming to Switch. I would have probably bought it on Switch as well, just for the portability aspect, but at least it's coming to Steam. So rather than play the entire 6 games again, I want to play the trilogy, the first 3, because those are probably the best out of the 6. But more interestingly, I want to show you guys the Genesis versions of these games. And yes, there is Genesis versions. So that's what the Mega Man the Wily Wars is. It's basically a compilation of all 3 games ported to Genesis with graphical and musical upgrades, but it's mostly the same games. It's if you think think of it like Super Mario All Stars, but for Mega Man, and then that's pretty much what Wily Wars is. So let's get this started, and we can get into it for a bit. I'll just play Mega Man 1 tonight, maybe do 2 in the next couple days, and then we can do 3 before Legacy Collection comes out. Also has a little intro as well. It's not much, it's just Wily. Not Wily, sorry, Dr. Light in Mega Man. Also, I don't know why, but for some reason this intro has green borders on the edges. That's not an emulation glitch, that's something that the game actually does, and I have no idea why. Suddenly eyeballs everywhere. It's like the Simpsons eyes. Whenever it goes dark, you just see like 2 big eyes. Well, it's not just Simpsons that does that, but it's the first thing I think of. It's cartoon logic. So yeah, Mega Man the Wily Wars, or as I'd like to affectionately call it, the Willy Wars, just because it sounds funnier. True story, I used to call him Dr. Willy when I was a kid because I actually thought that's how you pronounced it. Like, me and my brother used to say that, and it was kind of funny. But we got to beat Dr. Willy. So yeah, as you can see, it's got all 3 games on here. It's also got something else as well, but we can't check that out until we beat all 3. So you'll eventually get to check that out. So there you go, Mega Man's 1, 2 and 3. So we're just going to play 1 tonight. But I've actually been looking forward to this one because most people grew up with Mega Man 2, or they say Mega Man 2 is like the game they played the most. This is the game I grew up with, the first one. I wouldn't say this is better than 2, but I'm definitely far more experienced with the first game. I didn't actually play 2 growing up, we just didn't have that game. So I'll probably be able to beat this relatively quickly or easily. Always go for a specific order. Start with Cutman, Deadly Cutsman, or Kung Fu Cutman. Kung Fu Cutman! So that's an old... It's something from the cartoon, but it was like a YouTube put meme for a while. It was a really old one. Just go on YouTube and search Kung Fu Cutman and you'll see it. So how's everyone doing tonight? You doing good? Been up to much? Also, I don't know if anyone is aware, but Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy got a new update, like a new free update for a new level. I'll be checking that out next time I stream that. I don't feel like doing it tonight. I'm playing one of the more trickier NES games, so I think that'll be enough salt for one night, and then we can enjoy Miitopia and South Park afterwards. bypassed in there. So yeah, like I said, this was the game I grew up with, and when people think of Mega Man 1 on the NES, they usually think of that god-awful box art, you know, the American Mega Man box art. Well, we didn't actually have that box art in Europe. Like, our box art was completely different, and dare I say, it's actually a really good box art. I don't know if you can find it easily online, but I could probably find a picture of it for you and show you. Like, it was still like semi-realistic looking, but at the same time it looked far more accurate and more true to the game's sort of what the game was trying to look like than the actual American box art. Also, I really hate those things. So yeah, in Mega Man 1 you can't slide tackle. You can't do your slide attack and you can't charge. It's good to hear that people are doing good tonight. I'm doing good as well. And here we go, it's Kung Fu Cutman. Quite an easy boss actually, just as long as you don't get cornered, it's not that bad. I think the AI is a little bit different from the NES one though, like it's a lot easier to sort of keep him in the corner, but he seems to be avoiding my usual shots. Either that or I'm just out of practice, but I've heard that this game's AI is a little bit different from the original. So yeah, the history behind these three games are actually kind of interesting because obviously Mega Man 1 through 3 were originally on the NES, but at some point down the line Sega had made a deal with Capcom to bring Mega Man to Genesis, and they ended up making a trilogy, like, compilation. But for some reason in America, it was digital only for the Sega channel, I think it was called. So you can't buy it physically in the US unless you have like a repo cart, which is weird. But in PAL it was in Japan it was like an actual physical cartridge. But I think it's like super expensive. I think I've got this down. Oh. Right. I think I see what I need to do now. Oh, I was expecting to throw that scissor there. Come on, throw it. There we go. Two more, one more, and dead. And it's gone. So another cool thing about this trilogy compilation is that you can save your game. But we're going to beat the entire thing tonight. We'll beat the entire Mega Man 1, we'll do 2 next time. I'll try and remember, I think. Try and remember the order, so give me a second to think about it, don't tell me. Actually, let's go backwards so that I can kind of think this through a bit better. Right, okay. I think I know which one to go next to Seligman. Well, I'm very experienced at this. I was trying to remember what the actual order was, but I do think it's Seligman that's next. If I recall, it's Cutman, then Elecman, then Iceman, and fuck, what's after Iceman? Fireman, Bombman, Gutsman. I think that's the order. I know for a fact that Iceman is weak to Elecman because he dies in like 3 hits. Also, this is the worst level in the game. Actually, this level's not that bad, but I can see why people don't like it. And there's the debut of the reappearing, disappearing blocks. Also, if this is the correct order, we'll be coming back to this level later on because we need to get a certain ability to pick up something. You can avoid that if you start with Gutsman first, but I much prefer starting with Cutman first because using just the Buster, he's easier. Yep. Went there a little bit too quick. Love to that one robot that just jumped right off the screen. So for a Genesis remake, or Genesis port of these games, the music's actually quite good. Like, most Genesis games, when you think of Genesis game music, apart from Sonic, it's usually like FM synthesizer farting sounds, like it's kind of like kind of stuff like that. It's hard to explain, but I thought he was going to fall down the ladders there. Apparently ladders are solid. Oh no, they're not! Fuck! I thought the top of the ladder would be a solid platform so he wouldn't actually drop through it, but he does. Didn't remember that right. There we go, first death. So yeah, I'm quite experienced with this game, so I'll probably be able to beat it without too much of a problem, but it is a very difficult game compared to Mega Man 2. It kind of sucks though that a lot of people don't give this game the credit that I feel that it kind of deserves, because a lot of people are like, oh man, Mega Man 2 is awesome, and then nobody is even remotely talks about Mega Man 1 whatsoever. Like, it has flaws and it's not perfect, but it was like the thing that sort of started the franchise, and for a first game, it's actually pretty good. Despite the little flaws that it has. But yeah, some of the level design wasn't as good. Like this whole level is quite frustrating for people who play it casually, just because it's like climb upwards the level, whereas all the other levels is just like going straight forward. Nice. Yeah, it's difficult to tell if they're going to do a big jump or a small jump. That's why Mega Maker, I'm glad that they actually telegraph it. Speaking of which, I haven't played Mega Maker in a while, I'll have to play more of that. Also, this is the boss corridor if you didn't realise. Fun boss corridor, eh? Here we go. Like, this level is so horizontally challenged that it even... oh, fuck. The level's so horizontally challenged, even the fucking boss corridor, you have to go upwards. Sorry, we can do that again. Like, this screen alone is really annoying if you don't have the cutter. That's part of the reason why I start with Cutman first. Got to make sure you can get past this part quite easily. Yeah, that little dead end down there over to the left, it's not even worth going over. Like, it's just to get some energy for your weapons. They should have put an extra life there instead, just to make it worth going around for it. Hate those things. I don't know what they're called, but the things that shoot electric are quite annoying. And yeah, that thing that I just went past there is a mandatory item to beat the game. I just can't get to it yet. So we will be coming back here once we beat Gutsman. As much as people say how great Mega Man 2 is, I actually think Mega Man 3 is slightly better. Like, they're both fantastic games. I just think 3 has a little bit more to offer in terms of the content, as well as the gameplay. Like, just, it feels a little bit better of an experience overall. But I still love 2. One more corridor. We'll probably die on this attempt anyway, but we'll give it a shot. Also, look how much fucking damage that electric does, see? Yep. I think it takes like a third of your health with it. So do you guys think that the Genesis version's music is quite a decent recomposition of the game? Because I think it's actually quite good. Like I said, it doesn't sound like Genesis parts, it actually sounds like music. Oh fuck. I forgot to switch back to Cutman. Ah, fuck. Last chance. The amount of damage that he does is unreal. Like, even with, like, trying to beat that with just a Mega Buster would be a nightmare. Right, here we go. Ah, fuck, I jumped right into it. There we go. I just spammed it and hope for the best. See, I was trying to jump around the electric, but I ended up jumping into it more often, so I just went, fuck it, just keep firing and hopefully that beats him. Which it did. Right, so now Iceman. I know that's the next one. Also, Mega Man 1 had like a score point system thing, which is something they retired with the second game. It's funny because they tried to emphasize it with the boss, like the boss selection screen thing, where it's like you pick the boss, here's how many points it's worth when you beat him. Of course they don't do that anymore. It's funny that the fact that Mega Man Powered Up, which is a remake of Mega Man 1, actually brought back the point system just because it was in the original, rather than just keep it out. Gotta get that high score and submit it to Nintendo Power. Or whatever the Sega version of Nintendo Power is called. Is it kinda sad that I knew where those blocks were going to appear? Ah, fuck. Yeah, that last part is a bit of a bitch. Actually, hang on a sec. I could probably cut time here doing this. There we go. Ah! There we go. Fucking jump on it and then I fall anyway. This part is legit annoying because it kinda comes down to RNG whether or not they move in the right position. And if you get hit by the bullets, you fall off. Most of the time. See, that part is actually poorly designed, I have to say. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if they had a predetermined path, like if they've moved in a certain way so that they would always line up with each other, but they don't. So it pretty much just comes down to luck whether or not they align in the right spot. Okay, so rather than go around there, I'll just do what I did before and wait till it gets here, and then I can do that. And then jump there. That's a lot easier. Also, Mega Man has more frames of walking animation as well, which is kinda cool. Because I think the original walking animation was just like 2 frames, and it's more like 4. Shit. I think it's 4. It's definitely more than 2, I can say that. So remember when I said I had more experience with this game? Well, I can still fuck up. Oh, nice. Also, if you're looking to grind for extra lives, this is a good spot to do it because these enemies keep reappearing. The penguins. Well, what the fuck? Why did that one penguin appear at the top there? They always spawn on your Y coordinate, in other words, where your height is. Like, where your pixel height is, that's where they spawn. So they'll always be in your line of sight. I don't know why that one other penguin appeared at the top of the screen, that was weird. Getting lots of energy, like the energy capsules look a bit different in this game, but they do the same thing. Like, your health is those yellow things, and then your weapon energy is the blue ones. Ah, there we go. I'll grab one more extra life, it's just so I can get past that floaty platform part. So I'll probably fuck up there like at least 2 more times, and then I can get past it with 3 extra lives. There we go. So yeah, it takes a while to get an extra life, but it's definitely worth it. That's like the only part, as far as I can tell, where you can consistently grind for lives. instead of having to like walk off somewhere else and then wait for the enemy to respawn and then come back. So I'm going to be a bit quiet to concentrate here. That's only part of it. There's another set. Oh fuck. Ice platform physics, please. And they add fucking floating penguins as well to this part. Oh, don't knock me off, please. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm aware that the Nintendo Switch Online app is out, but I don't have Splatoon 2, so it's not really useful to me right now. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, did I mention this part kinda sucks balls? It really fucking does. And this won't be the last time we'll see these guys either. We'll see them, I think, during one of the Wily stages. Although it's not as bad as this part, I don't think. Or as long, but it's definitely something that returns. Ah, fuck! Perfectly fucking timed bullet in midair. Yes, I said I'm not an expert at the game, but I'm definitely quite experienced. But no amount of experience can prepare you for the RNG of those platforms. I wonder how speedrunners would deal with it. Like, do they have a specific method of influencing the platforms? If they do, then I don't know what they do. I'll probably look into that once I'm done streaming tonight, because that would probably make for a fun thing to watch. Oh wait, I think I know how they would do it, but it's not like jumping on the platforms. They would do the boss orders so they could get that item thing, and then use that to bypass this area. See, I'm doing it in a different order, so I don't have the item to bypass this part so easily. Therefore it's going to be a lot more tricky. Fucking... Can't believe we waited that long just for the platforms to be in sync. There we go. And inevitably you're going to take some hits as well, because if you try jumping, sometimes you'll end up falling. And you can't damage them either. Ah! I just wanted to turn Mega Man around and he fucking slid right off. Like I only tapped right for like 1 frame and then he still slid right off as if he was walking. Right, well I take back what I said about a Lick Man stage being the worst. This is the worst just for that one part. Come on. Yeah, it didn't feel too safe. That's a bit better. As long as I stand in the middle, I don't think you can actually knock me off. Yeah! Well, there goes 4 of my 5 lives. I've got 1 left. So I need to get to the end and beat Iceman on the single life. I think it's my last life? Yep, it is. Hey Nico Man, thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. Oh, I thought the platform would appear above me there. I had a bit of a brain fart. So yeah, I ended up uploading that Miitopia thing, like, the very next day. Took me a while to get it uploaded, but I eventually got it there. Well, it didn't get like 1,000 views like the other video did, it got more views than average. Like, most of my videos get like 10-15 views at most. Sometimes a little bit more, but certain kind of games. So far, Miitopia Part 1 has about 60 views, so that's actually not too bad, like all things considered. I think the Miitopia demo video got a shit ton of views just because of YouTube's algorithm. I think it put my video in the suggested bar for some reason, which just comes down to luck, so I wasn't expecting it to happen again, and I was right, it didn't. Is this being for fucking real? Why is the platform not going upwards? And why is the next platform going extremely high? Right, here we go. So I ended up buying a new phone case for my phone. Yeah, hold on to that thought for a second. I think I almost fell there actually. This time I have to avoid the bullets because I'm almost dead. I wasn't going to make that anyway. Yeah, see how kind of bullshit that part is? In fact, you know what? Let's go and do a Gutsman. Like, because that part is doable without the specific item you need for it. However, it is insanely difficult. Mega Man, watch out! Those platforms fall when you cross over those lines! Ah, fuck. Yeah, if you pause, which I accidentally did there, then you kind of cancel your upward momentum. I remember my first experience playing Mega Man, I thought, oh right, an awesome new platformer game. So, put the game in, and I look at all the stages and I'm like, which one should I choose? Let's do Gutsman. And then as the level starts, I was like, oh, this is cool, this is really cool. And then I get to this part and it's like, I couldn't get past this fucking part of the game. At like, I think it was like maybe 5 at the time. So I had to watch my older brother kind of get past this part. I mean, to be fair, that is a really tricky part. 25 years later, I still fucking think it's a difficult part. And again, they reintroduced this mechanic later in one of the Wily stages. I pressed jump there, but I didn't think I pressed it quick enough. There goes the extra life that I just picked up. Yeah, I'm doing Gutsman first so I can bypass that platforming part on Iceman stage. There we go. And I've just got to make sure not to die for the entire duration of the level. I used to draw comparisons between this and Super Mario Bros. Because Super Mario Bros. Was like the first NES game I played, and I used to think these guys were Hammer Bros. But a lot less frustrating since they don't like jump around, like they just stand in place. So as long as you avoid the hammers, they're not that bad. And there's a level later, I think it's Bomb Man's level or Fireman's level, where you have like big bullet projectile enemies with like faces on them. And I thought to myself, Bullet Bill. Those are Bullet Bills. Mega Man is secretly Mario confirmed. Gutsman stage is actually really short after that first part. So we don't have Gutsman's weakness, so we're going to have to just get lucky. I'm going to try recovering health here. Remember, I don't know if anyone's played Mega Man 9, but in Mega Man 9, those little guys in the helmets, Metals I think they're called, they can, I think in one of the Wily stages, they disguise themselves as an extra life on the edge of a platform to sort of entice you, but then when you get close enough, they come out of the extra life helmet and then just shoot you, and then you fall and die. Yeah, this is totally fun. Yep. Throwing your choco puffs at me. Nice. Well, I guess I didn't need the weakness after all. He's weak to Bomb Man. See, when I try to remember the weaknesses, I always try to tie some sort of logical reasoning behind it. Like, Bomb Man is bombs, therefore it can destroy rocks, which is what Gutsman throws, so he's weak to bomb. Right, then we're going to go back to Legman to pick that item up. See, usually when I play this, I wait till I get Gutsman last, and then I come back to Legman's stage, but since I'm struggling on that one part, I'm going to have to get this prematurely. I wonder if I have to beat the entire level again, or if I can keep the item after picking it up. Oh, that was weird. I've never done that before. I don't know why I went for that, because I'm going to try killing Mega Man once I pick that item up. Oh, Gutsman, please. Right, so I'm just going to try to die here a few times and then see if I get to keep that item. I probably do. Also, this is a quicker spot to die because bottomless pit. Right, so that item is called the Magnet Beam, as I recall. Or Magnet Platform, or something like that. Yeah, I've got it. That's good. That'll make that platforming section a lot easier. Like, because usually I can get past that part, but the game just does not want me to get past it legit, so I'm just going to say fuck it and just choose the Magnet Beam. I'm not going to bother getting extra lives. Well, I did get one extra life, but you know what I mean. I'm going to grind for any here. You've probably seen me use the Magnet Beam in the Mega Maker game recently. It just lets you create a very long platform on any like height. So you can basically use that to just walk over everything and then just get to the other side. Behaves a little bit differently in the Genesis game, but it's mostly the same. Yeah, see how much fucking easier that is with the magnet beam? Later. See you fucking later. Just gonna attack these guys to get full health. There we go. Also, those little orange spheres are just for points, they don't do anything special. Bastard. We should be fine. I think Iceman dies in like 2 or 3 hits with the Elect Beam. Yeah, it's 3 hits. Easy. Right, well, the good news is we don't have to do that again, and we can continue with the boss order. I think next time I play Mega Man 1, like a few years from now, I'll probably start with Gutsman instead of starting with Cutman like I usually do, because Jesus Christ, that platforming section can go fuck itself. So Iceman into Fireman, and then Fireman is Bomb Man, and then we're good. Well, that's the most points you can get. I think this is where you see those bullet bill-like things, like the bullet robots with the angry faces on them. So I always just thought to myself, that's Bullet Bill. Doesn't help that this game came out after Super Mario Bros, so it was easy to draw that comparison. So it wasn't like Mario copied this, not necessarily this copied Mario either, but you know what I mean? Like this came out after Mario, so naturally that's the first thing you think of. Love the music, by the way, for this one. I wonder if there's a Mega Drive game familiar to Mega Man difficulty-wise. Maybe. By the way, this is something I know for a fact. This right here, where I'm on the edge of, is a death pit. Right, so you would think, oh, there's spikes down there, but look at this. Oh, never mind, they changed it. See, in the NES version, that would be a death pit. In fact, it might still be a death pit. But it basically just leads to nowhere, it's just like a dead end when you scroll down. But I think the Genesis version changed that. I think it's still a death pit though, because I don't think you can scroll down by... I don't think in Mega Man 1 you can scroll down without using the ladder. I don't think it works like that in Mega Man 1. I could be wrong, I don't actually remember, but yeah, it's weird. Skip that part entirely. There they are, the angry bullets. Nope, you can't jump over that, unfortunately. So it's funny how Capcom made a deal with Sega to be like, okay, we'll give you Mega Man games, and then what people on the Mega Drive / Genesis actually got, which is a remake of the first 3 games, not necessarily a brand new game. I mean, they're really good ports. I just find it funny. You should be fine with half health. Maybe. Yeah, we got this. I love the way the lava kind of goes round the edges of the screen, that's a nice touch. don't think the NES game does that. Give me 1 second. Save, and finally Bomb Man. Don't cry now! I love the Bomb Man theme as well. In fact, this might be like the best song out of the Robot Master theme songs. I don't know why it's so, like, it sounds so upbeat. I love that he's just trying to chase me down, but eventually he gets to the point where he can't get any further. Oh, that's that whole part dealt with. There's the first real instance of instant death picks in this game. Yeah, screw this. Oh yeah, I think you can freeze him actually with the ice beam. I forgot. Rocket Knight Adventures is a really fun game. In fact, that's one of my favourite Genesis games. It's a shame it's owned by Konami, so we'll probably never see another one of those again. But at least we can look forward to the inevitable Rocket Knight Adventures pachinko game, probably. I know you can avoid the enemies if you drop down from a certain side. I don't know if it's left or right. I'll probably be wrong, but I'll go right. Left, sorry, I'll go left. What line was it again? Fire. Right, let's go left. I think it was right, actually. Yeah, so most bosses aren't that difficult to beat if you have the weakness. It's just, it's that fucking Elec man. It's quite difficult because it takes so much, it deals so much damage with his power. There we go, we've beaten all the robots and we've got the item we were looking for, the magnet beam. Now let's do Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily! You must stop Dr. Wily immediately, Mega Man! So yeah, for some reason he's worth 200,000 points, which begs the question, why is there an extra 0 at the end? Like, we don't need to see that. It's not like we're going to see 100,000. Or 1 million, sorry. $1 million! So yeah, this is where the game starts to get really difficult. Because some of the level design choices in this are a bit dickish. I do love the Wily Castle music though. Those things do a shit ton of damage. Oh fuck, I didn't know I was going to make that. Doing those 1 pixel jumps is kind of annoying. Thankfully that last jump is easier. I pressed jump there. I think I pressed that a frame too late. Oh well. Yeah, I wish those big eye things would have a way to telegraph when they're going to do a big jump. You just have to be lucky and guess. Well, that's cool, those blocks don't come back. But yeah, Rocket Knight Adventures is like one of my favourite series. I think I did a marathon stream of it. Why did I fucking do the exact same mistake? I did a marathon stream of it a few years ago. So I played Rocket Knight Adventures, Rocket Knight Adventures 2, and then Sparkster for SNES, and then the reboot that came out a while back. The reboot wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. Kind of felt like something they could have probably expanded on. But of course they didn't make another game after that. I'm still wondering what's going on with the Metal Gear Survive thing. Like, is that being cancelled or is it still being worked on? Because there was rumours a while back that Capcom basically just cancelled the project due to how negative a feedback they were getting from people. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, but you know Konami, they got to have money. So like at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they just continued ahead with it. Let's not make the same mistake. There we go. I don't know why I did that twice in a row. Gonna have to grind for some health here because I don't want to go back to the previous part. I don't remember where the checkpoint is, so I don't want to risk it for a biscuit. There's one other aspect to the Genesis port of this game that I want to bring up, but I'm going to bring it up when we get to a certain point in this level, because that's where it's most prominent. At least I got an extra life as well, so that's good. How many lives have I got? I've got a lot actually. I thought I only had like 2. I was trying to bring up the weapon select thing, but you can only do that when all the bullets are off the screen. I was mashing the start button there and it didn't do it quick enough. Yeah, I think I could probably live with that. Let's continue. I know there's a glitch here, but I don't know if the Genesis version has the same glitch. It probably doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. So you can grab on that ladder from the top of the screen and then just sort of climb downwards, but it doesn't work here. Oh, here we go, there's the introduction of this part. The magnet beam, however, is mandatory for this part. If you don't have the magnet beam, you can't get past this. I remember when I was young, I used to wonder, how the fuck do you get through this? And then eventually, my brother and I figured out, oh, you need to go back to like man's stage and grab that one thing we missed. It doesn't even explain it, it's just like, if you don't have it, you can't do it. What was the weakness again? Electric? Elecman? So, this version of Mega Man is notorious for slowdowns. But I've got a specific emulator to run this game which can overclock the Genesis cores, which basically gets rid of the slowdown, which makes it even better. Also makes it harder, but it makes it a lot less, like, sluggish. Like, because during this fight it would actually be super slow. But this is the actual speed it should be running at. If you look up footage of this game, like of this version of the game, it would be really slow. But yeah, this is the debut of Yellow Devil. One of the recurring boss characters from Mega Man games. Also, there's another like glitch that you can do where you can pause and unpause to get multiple hits in on the eyeball. It doesn't work on the Genesis version as far as I'm aware, but I don't want to use that. Also, there's no E-Tanks in the first game. When did E-Tanks get introduced? Was it the second or the third game? I think it might have been the second one. Oh. Yes, first try. Told you I had experience in this. I think it's Gutsman for this part. Oh, wait a minute, there's no blocks in this room. Right, well fuck it, we're gonna have to go Buster. So yeah, traditionally in Mega Man there would be a boss rush at the very end before the final boss. In this game they kind of spread out the Robot Master refights throughout Wily's castle. So I think the first two are in this stage and then the other four are spread out in the next stage, as I recall. See, Gutsman weakness is Gutsman because when you fight him in his stage, there's like Gutsman blocks to the side to sort of clue you in. But of course when you refight him there's no Gutsman blocks anywhere, so you have to just sort of fight him with the Buster. Nice. Who was next? I think it's Fireman that's next. Nope, it's Select Man. Crap. Don't know what the checkpoint is on this one. Wait, is this the starting point? Or is this halfway? I think this is the starting point, so I've got to fight Cutman again? Or is he just gone for good? Ugh. Oh, come on, I jumped. Yeah, I'm noticing a slight input lag. Like, it's kind of hard to describe, but I swear I jumped on the edge there when I didn't press jump quick enough, even though it looked like I did, or it felt like I did. Because that's happened a couple of times now. Yep, gonna fight him again. I mean, it's not that difficult, it's just wasting time at this point. That was weird. Yeah, it was kind of difficult to make music sound good on the Genesis, as far as I'm aware. Apparently when Michael Jackson was composing for Sonic 3, like, which I think is actually true, like it was rumoured for a long time, and people found out that he did have involvement with the game, but apparently didn't want his name in the credits because he wasn't happy with the results that the music was coming out with the FM synthesizer chip. Even though his music is in there, and there's like some samples from some of his music also in there, like the glass crashing. What was I gonna use? It's Sonic Man. Just so that I can shoot straight downwards. That's what I was wanting. Just one more of those. Like if you listen to the Sonic 3 soundtrack, listen to Carnival Night Zone music. And there's like a specific sound sample in that sounds like glass is being smashed or something. That's from one of his songs, although I forgot which song it was. There's a whole video online that sort of goes in detail about like the aspects of the song that's like from Michael Jackson's music. Let's hope I don't die here. I actually take fucking less damage if I just bump into him instead of actually get hit by the projectile. So usually in Mega Man it's the other way around. You take far more damage if you run into the enemy, instead of getting hit by its projectile. There we go. How many lives have I got left? 3. Don't want to waste too much of that. Nah. Oh, really? Well, at least I got that one. So the next boss I don't think has any specific weakness, but the best thing against him is probably Fireman. Right, here we go. Boss time. So you fight a clone of yourself in this one, and all of the... every ability you switch to he uses, but I think Fireman works best against this fight. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna take it to death. I don't think I can do it with, like, less than half health. Fortunately, we start back here, we don't have to go all the way back to the start of this one. Didn't realise the boss door was right there, I forgot that it was that close. I thought the checkpoint would be like 2 or 3 rooms away from that. Fuck. Okay, now I'm in a bit of a trouble here. I want that item. Why? I couldn't fire there, and I couldn't switch weapons. Cannot climb back up? No? Well, I'm fucked. Unless there's another weapon I can use. I mean, I'm gonna have to try other stuff now. Yep, I'm getting prepared for a game over now because I don't think this is going to be doable anymore. I love how the game gives me a massive health tank, but not an actual... not health tank, you know what I mean? Just a health drop, but not the thing I was actually looking for. I'm just going to use the Buster. See if I get any better. See if I get any better luck with just that. See, Fireman works best because you have that fire shield that you can hit him with as well. Damn it. And again, no E-tanks. Yeah, fuck that. And you go all the way back. So yeah, Wily's Castle 2 might actually be the hardest stage in the game. Because of that, but also because you've got to fight a Lickman in a very confined space where he can do a shit ton of damage. Ah, fuck, he didn't do his tall jump there. Basically got the rhythm down now as soon as I get hit, but I got the rhythm down for the most part. Just jump and then hit him. Jump and shoot. I have to scroll that far to get him to reappear. Yeah, I don't have to scroll that far at all. As soon as he's off the screen entirely, he just comes back. Ooh, yes please. Which Mega Drive would I recommend? What do you mean, like what game? I can't think of that many off the top of my head. Decap Attack is a cool obscure game. It's also got pretty good music. Oh wait, I've got full health, right. Nice. Damn it. Fucking damn it. And yeah, that part's kinda cheap. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to avoid that? You can't. I'm gonna have to take the death here because that's not enough. Admittedly, this is taking me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, partially because of that Iceman thing where I was trying to get over that platform segment. We should hopefully be able to beat him in one go, and then we can get on to the next part. Ugh. Right, now I want a health drop and the game's not going to give me one. Fuck. Oh, never mind. Wasn't a big one, but whatever, I'll take that. Something tells me I'm going to die here. Ah, fuck! Fuck me. I knew that was gonna happen. And again, it gives me fucking no energy from a weapon. Okay then, okay. Part of me wants to save state before I try that again, so that I have to go through the entire level for like a third time. Because I kind of feel like I'm going to get a game over now because of that. Because your weapon energy doesn't replenish if you die. I mean, it's still doable with the Buster, it's just a lot harder. Although there might be some sort of method I could do to actually get through that. Ugh. Yeah. Oh well. Switch weapons once you fire it. I could try that. Oh fuck. Damn. Yeah, games like this just make me swear. I'm honestly not surprised by this point that it did that. Yeah, you think for the port of the game they would maybe test that out just to make sure that it actually dropped the item and not get stuck up there. Oh, hang on a second. I think I've got something here. Oh, don't come closer, no! Fuck! I kinda had something going there for a second, but that wasn't gonna work. Yep, guess we're gonna go through this again. At least Cutman isn't so bad. It's just the Lickman I'm worried about because of how much damage he does in such a short amount of time. Don't know why I went for that there. Nope. Just want to make sure I'm at max health so I can kind of damage boost my way through this boss. Well, that was weird. Did you see that? The item disappeared. At least it wasn't the item I was looking for. Yeah, screw this. I think I'll be fine. I say that and I'll probably die. Just because I'm like 4 health short. Oh, no, I actually didn't get I didn't get hit that time. Okay then. Oh. That's the only place you see that fucking thing, by the way, as far as I can tell. There we go. Even knowing full well that was coming there, I still messed up. Gonna have to use this again. How the fuck did I get him to go away from me? I don't know how I managed to get him all the way over to the other side, but at one point he was, and I've managed to keep him there for a good little while. Ah! Yeah. Just gonna go with the Buster again. If you shoot him from that gap there, the aim does drop. Just if you do it on... If you do it where the platform is, then it's going to get stuck in the platform as far as I can tell. Right, I've got full health this time, so let's try the fireman again. Hang on a second. Right, okay. Now let's give this a shot. Nice. The one time I actually make a fucking save state for backup and I actually beat him. Oh well. Right, now for Wily Castle 3. This one's not as long of a level and it's actually not as difficult, I don't think. Oh, you can also grind critical lives here. Yep, the penguins come back. Oh, come on. Oh, right, okay, I got it. It didn't look like I picked it up there, but I did. Get some health. Gutsman, isn't it, is the weakness for this boss? Yeah, it's Gutsman. Actually, I'm not going to use Gutsman just yet. Best to use Gutsman toward the end of the fight rather than at the start. Nice. Yeah, it goes faster every time you destroy one, so if you do it at the start and then you have no blocks for the last few, it becomes really difficult to beat him with just the Mega Buster. That's why I held off on using those. Right, here we go, Wily Castle 4, final one. We're in the finishing stretch now. Still got 4 more robot mats to defeat before we get to Wily. So it shouldn't take long. Here we go, it's the reintroduction of the Gutsman platform. Hate those things. Just waiting for it to come back. There it is. Really long fucking jump there as well. That refills your health and all of your weapons. Which is good because we're just about to come up to the refights. I don't remember who's first. I'm gonna guess Iceman. Nope, it's Bomb Man. And you have to beat all of these bosses in one go. If you die at any point, I think you have to go back to the start of the stage. Right, I think Iceman is next. Nope. Who was... hang on a sec, what was Fireman's weakness? It was Iceman. The Iceman cometh. Oh fuck. Didn't expect that fire to spawn there. No, this is not looking good. It's still doable, but it's not looking good right now. Look, man. I'm pretty sure Gutsman is the last one. Yep, that's Iceman now. Nice. Now this time we've got the weakness for him. Oh, that was close. I think that's a checkpoint, so we're good now. We're in the clear. Yeah, we hit the checkpoint, thank God. That's fine, I just wanted to make sure the weakness was right before I retried that. Don't think I can do that on a single, like, one. Don't think I can do that without getting hit once. So now I've got full health. But yeah, that last part with the 4 refights is brutal because there's no, like, checkpoint anywhere in that part. Right now for phase 2. the Wily boss fight actually isn't that difficult if you know the weaknesses. So there we go. That's it, we've done it. I would be more enthusiastic about beating that boss, except it's not that hard compared to some of the fights that I've already done before it, so there we go. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. However, never-ending battles continue until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight Mega Man for everlasting peace! So there we go, that's Mega Man 1 finished. We've got 2 more left, which we'll do next time. So yeah, I still love this game, like growing up with it, it's one of those games that means a lot to me, but I can still enjoy this game despite some of its flaws and like shitty level design in some areas. It's still a solid game. And I'm glad I found a method to make the game run on emulation without like all the slowdown. Like that was something that bothered me about the Genesis version. Like you guys didn't see it because I've already applied the setting, but if you played it by default settings, the game, well, doesn't always run slow, but there's like slowdowns in quite a few places. And it was most prominent during the Yellow Devil fight because it just crawls to a snail's pace. So yeah, as you saw during that fight, it didn't even slow down one bit, which is pretty good. So there we go. I think the game's going to ask me to save now, and then we can come back to this next time. Or did it already ask me to save? Ah, right, okay. So we finished that. Next time we'll do Mega Man 2.